How you doing, everybody? Hope Monday was treating you nicely. I had a day off myself, so it was a really cool, chill day. I played way too much Factorio. Let me find some Spotify thingamajigs. Curb welcome in. Still need to put on Mastodon because I'm slow. Jed welcome in. We need to play Factorio more because I want to finish that playthrough. Just an FYI. I worked on Vulcanus all day. Well, not all day. I went to Gleba a bit because fuck Gleba. I hate that planet. Blip. Hold on. This is on the wrong window. This is also on the wrong window. Why is Factorio there in my Steam library? What is going on? That should be Löve2D. Why is it Factorio? Not Factorio, but like, you know, my Steam. You should be Love. Oh? OBS. Do I need to close my Steam so it releases that capture? There we go. Not sure if I can. Hold on. Now it's good. Yeah. Let me place it into here as well. And I can make it very big. I can leave that up there. I need to loop, no, pick weight, and I need to move this. No, I'm not muted. Something wrong with you then. Also, Jet can hear me clearly because look, I was talking about the thingamajig, the Factorio stuff. So yeah, I made some tiles. I'm not fully happy with them. Also, I could make this bigger. Hold on, how does that look? Yeah, sound is okay. I can see the mic. So. Where can I transform? Reset transform? There we go. That can go somewhere else. I don't care. So I made this die set. Nothing else really changed. A few things changed, but not that many things. The only thing I added is this water over here, which is also collidable. And I think that's all. I was drawing mostly. So let's go to the code and let me find what I did. Because I forgot what I did during the time you haven't seen the code. So now this should be back to its original size. There we go. We had collision. I added the water tiles in another collider or like collection. Player handle now uses a helper function, which is this one. I tried some documentation, but the extension that I used did not pick it up, so technically this can go away. This helper is nothing really difficult. It just looks into a set and checks if the value is inside that set and returns whatever it happens there. So the player handle now can just call this instead of me listing all the tile IDs by hand. What else happened? Oh, I added mushrooms, right? if you're trying out all the low engines. No, we are not trying out all the low engines. I'm just trying out Löve. And then we are going to jump between Löve and Playdate mostly. So I made mushrooms. You can see them on the screen. They will be one of the things that is gonna be handled today. Because I want the player to be able to grip these mushrooms. These mushrooms are parsed through the map. So let me open tiled for a moment. There we go. So they are placed on the map with a different sprite to everything else. And then in the code, in the time map handling, I added a new function which is basically a preprocess. This just handles the mushrooms being taken away from the map and replaced with normal tiles. This will be handy for a few other things maybe, we will see about that. It's just literally just a loop over the whole map, and hey, if I have a mushroom, create a new mushroom and reset the tile to the normal one. Nothing else. This is just called before in the load before the whole game starts. Did anything else happen? Nothing else in const. Oh yeah, mushrooms. They do not do anything crazy. They just exist and move up and down on a sine wave. That's all. And every one of them has a different seed for that sine wave speed. We will need to play with this one, but that is for later. Also, I figured out what is happening here. So last stream, hold on. We could not draw the player pixel perfectly. The scaling was very blurry. And it happened because 1, I cannot read the documentation. 2, because the Löve default filter, I can open the Löve default filter. I can open the browser for y'all. Where is the browser? Bloop. So notice this absolutely massive flag in the middle of the screen that I did not notice. This function doesn't apply retroactively to loaded images. Existing objects retain their current scaling filters. And what was happening is I basically loaded the player before this default filter. So before that, the player was created up here. And because of this, the player did not have any filtering applied to it. And I set the global filtering later, and that does not apply retroactively. So if you move this object creation after you set the filter, you don't need to unspecify it, which is why it is commented out now. Technically this doesn't exist anymore. I don't need it. Ad break. I just noticed that break. Hopefully it wasn't going for long. What else did I do? Nothing much, I don't think so. I was trying to figure out why the ad break runs. Oh, perhaps it's only this. I'm not calling, I don't think I'm calling Confluence. Yeah, this. We need to talk about it. So in theory, welcome back everyone. What I was yapping to myself is trying to figure out what else changed. The only other change included is these new key checks, which will have to move out somewhere because I don't like them being hard-coded this way. These key checks which help me to do stuff like this. So I don't think, I'm not sure if you can say it, but like next to the player here, there is a number. And I added a normal movement to the game so I can check what tile is under the player. This is just a debug helper for stuff, because I was struggling with hold on, let me go to here. So I was struggling with the collision on this, not this water tile, this water tile, and I was colliding with, I think, this grass tile. And the reason is that tiled works on tile IDs 0 to X, while I was actually looking at the normal numbers. So if you go to where is it? Time upload. It is time upload. So here this tile index was wrong basically, because it is starting from 0, not 1. So that is a bit weird, but I managed to figure it out in the end due to this debugging thing that I added earlier. So yeah, what we will try to figure out today is how to make particles. So honestly, not sure where to place it yet, because it is not necessarily a util, it is something concrete. So let's just do it here, and then we have to go around the documentation. Particle handler Löve. Handler. And then I think it's just function, if I remember correctly, it is still new a bit. Particle handler new particle, right? Yep. And inside that I define the update and the draw. Okay. Particles. So this is long. We will need to figure out something else, but I'm gonna use the same pattern that I usually use in Picoin. So we're gonna do an X and the Y. We're gonna use an SX and an SY for speeds. We need a lifetime. We need a type and some color. I think that is all I usually have. I guess type probably should be at the end, right? So I can do color and type. And here I can do X equals X, Y equals Y, plus X equals Y. Because I don't, not SY. I don't know how the primitive drawing works exactly in Löve. I did draw a few lines and circles, I think, in the Rogala project, the roguelike shmup, which will come back to it. I really enjoy the idea, but I want to make it in a very different way. Curves, you probably know Warwind, but I assume you played or know about Warwind. Like the first, I think it is the first shmup by Louis. Color equals color, and type will equal type for 1. So Warwind was a Metroidvania shmup, and I don't want to make a Metroidvania in that sense. I want to make a map It's like one of those graphs like you have in these roguelike kind of games. Like I think the Slay the Spire also has like a graph where you can like divert from left to right based on what is ahead of you. But the actual movement from area to area is gonna be probably inside the game, like how Warwind does. So like at the end of area 1, you can go to like left or right on the screen, and that will transition to you to the next area basically. Now we have a particle, and what I need is a function. I want to name this actually particle. So it is particle update. I see the DT, but I'm probably not using DT. We will figure that out. We want a function particle draw. We want to return this particle, and something is missing. Yeah, I need to return the particle handler, and this needs to be a dot. Got it. So this is a dot, and here return particle handler. And we will have to figure out how drawing works with particles. So let's come back to here, to the browser. And is there Löve graphics? That is probably what we will need. Font, image, mesh, quad, shader, text, texture, video. No. Yeah, this is what we want probably. Draws an arc. You can draw just an arc. Draws a filled or unfilled arc at position XY. The arc is drawn from angle 1 to angle 2 in radians. Is there an example for this? A draw from angle 1 to angle 2. It's angle 2. The segments that are used to draw the arc. The more segments, the more smoother the edge. I have arrived! Watashi ga kita! Or something like that. I don't speak Japanese. You are the one who learns it. Okay, this is not what we need. I just got sidetracked. So we can draw a circle. Nice. We can... Oh, there's a different one for ellipse. There's a point. This is probably what I want. This is the pixel, right? Draws a point. Position of the X, position of the Y. Very excited to follow you on this journey. Thank you, and welcome in, Tyler. Hope Monday was treating you nicely. I am excited too. I just want to learn more Lua, basically. And once we have a proper Lua project, we can jump into some Playdate stuff. But I don't want to jump straight into Playdate because I feel like that will need more conventional Lua structuring and such. The pixel grid is actually offset. Pixel grid is actually offset to the center of each pixel. So to get clean pixels drawn, use 0.5 integer increments. Points are not affected by Löve graphics scale. The size is always in pixel. Ooh, that is an oof. That is a big oof. That is a huge oof moment. Ah. Hold on, let's look at this circle. Is it like just the point? Effects. But this doesn't have a node. Oh. Then probably better off with drawing a rectangle. A 1-1 rectangle. Custom shaders which use texture coordinates will not work correctly with Löve graphics rectangle or other shape drawing functions. Since primitive shapes don't have UV. Okay, this is over my head. I have no like actual knowledge about UV textures and such. Other than knowing that they point to like positions or like directions outside where they have a texture and where they don't usually. Like my UV and texture and vertex knowledge is very limited. It was like what 10 years ago that I did my graphics course. But that was OpenGL, so this is not OpenGL. Not that I know much OpenGL as of now. I want to stick with it, but want to make bigger games. I misread it. I love Lua. Okay, it's like I love Löve and want to stick with it. And I was like, what? Yeah, Löve2D is a good example. There is like a big Lua engine. Is it default? It is default, right? Pressure ready, blah 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 blah. I think this is a Lua engine technically, but they have a weird license and I don't really want to. Like, I don't want a Unity or Godot-like engine, I just wanted more of a framework. What is your language? Free forever, production ready. Hello there. That's almost me. Look at it. Lol. I think default is Lua. Stop. I mean, he's more of a handsome caveman. I'm still like the big eyebrowed, like the Neanderthal caveman. Booga booga. Some mode. What is a mode? How to draw the rectangle? Thank you. Thank you. Fill. Oh wait. Draw field shape. Draw an outline shape. Oh, how we will do textured filling like was in Pico 8. So that will be a pain probably to like implement something like that. Where's my water? So it is top left corner, top left corner. Okay, so let's try something. Let's go back to the code. Wait, I can do this, right? Yep. Let's go back to the code and call this love.graphics.rectangle. Was it like this? Love graphics rectangle. Yep. Also, I still need to look after it. If this is like, I assume most people pronounce it love, but the actual Ö is messing me up. But I need the fill, right? It was fill, yes. What is RX and RY? Rotation? Number RX, the X radius to each round corner. Oh, you can draw round corners, the rectangles? Fuck yeah. But we won't need that, so it is fill x, y, and size. So it is fill self dot x self dot y. Let's go with 1 1 for now. Oh, I need a color. Hold on. I need to set the color here because Löve is weird like that. So I need the color handle. Local color handler was wire source yield as color. Color handler dot set color. And I need to reset it after it. Color handler. Reset. And what I want to check. We don't need anything for the update. So hold on, I need a particle collection. I need to figure out how you can do this in a better way, because I don't assume this is how you make like entity holding collections in your actual game. Like this feels just hacky to me. But probably you need to declare them somewhere. So, and I want to call in the local particle handler require source. What else? What is it? Oh, it is just this. Particle handler, new particle, 1 1. This doesn't matter. You don't matter at all at the moment. Color, you matter. So let's do it 8. So that is the bright red of Pico 8. Type 1. And I actually want this added to the table, so it is table dot insert particle collection, this element, and now we're just gonna duplicate this, rename this to particle. Mushrooms is added globally. They don't need you globally. Particle collection. Particle draw. And in theory, I think that is all we need. So I don't need to update this. I just need to add it and call the draw function. Also, I should probably move this to like in the middle of the screen, so like 32. Oh no, that's the player. Oops. This is oh, there it is. I can see it. Not sure if you can see it. Also, I forgot to move the code, but I can show it. You can see this here. Oh, cannot see my mouse. What the fuck? Now you can. Look at that. That is my little particle. Which in theory, if I cannot rescale it because I haven't made it so that it rescales. But if I make you bigger, and you're actually okay pixel wise, yeah, it is okay pixel wise, pixel size wise. We go to the particle handler, check the coding scene, don't forget to minimize this. If I actually make you bigger, go to sheet F5, Wow, look, bigger particle. What? 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 It is a very boring particle, but it is a particle. It's just not doing anything at the moment. And it looks like it is sizing correctly, thankfully. So what you missed is, I think only this in main. They just require this handler, created a collection for it, and basically created a dummy particle, slapped it into the collection, and in the draw function, I'm just calling it draw, and that's all. So now let's go back to here. To the particle handler, and let's do. Yeah, I don't need DT because I have force frame rate. Like, this doesn't matter to me. Oh yeah, I haven't showed it. I showed it last stream, yeah. Like I'm doing some weird hacky stuff I learned on the Löve forums, which is basically forcing a set frame rate, which is 60 at the moment. It's just basically you're accumulating your frames, and if you're outside your 60 that is allowed, you're just not doing anything. It's a bit weird. I saw someone maybe do something different, so yeah, I will check that out later. So self lifetime -1. There is no minus equals because this is Löve. That's my only gripe with love. Why can't we have minus equals? Absolutely unacceptable. So I'm decreasing the lifetime. And what else we can do is we can do self.x plus. Nah, I cannot do plus equals. Fuck you, love. I'm sorry. Self.x plus self.ax. Yep. Yep. So in theory, it should now just move around if we give it some random stuff. So I'm not sure how the random works, so we will see now. Math.random returns a float in the range of 1 and 0. Close, open on 1. Okay, so it's like normal. If you do this and restart the thing, it should now move around a bit. This is not moving around at all because I forgot to call the update function for it. This can probably be also written somehow better. Particle. But I'm not sure how, because not particle handler, particle. Because passing it to the particle handler feels weird. Because then I would need to pass the collection it as well. Particle update. What is your problem? Oh yeah, in. Oops. I bet. And I do. I do miss a do. So now if we run, it should wiggle around a bit. Build AX on nil value. Oh, it is not AX, it is an XX. Yep. One day I will learn to be consistent, but today is not the day. Look at it go! It just yeeted itself off the screen. This feels a bit too static. So now it hit the tree. Yet again hit the tree. Is this random seeded in some shape or form? Or am I doing something weird in my code? Let's see. I'm moving X with SX and I'm moving Y with SY. SX is set to SX, XY is set to SY. How are you the same value? Oh? Self Y. Oh. There's a print, right? I'm just not sure it will print because I don't have the console open. Effects. Oh, okay. We need to look into random because it looks like it is not randomly seeded at the start. So like it looks like it is not net randomly seeded. It looks like it is giving the same randoms. This function is seeded at startup. You generally don't need to seed it yourself. Oh. Hold on, let's go back to here. Is there a note on this? Argument, pseudo random number. Because it feels like it is always returning the same one. Also, I forgot which is the console. Löve2D console. Yeah, this is probably console 2. Read that console through. Oh, I don't have this this buffer thing that they are talking about. This, that. Still don't have it. Hold on. I need to check into the other project quickly. There is some kind of stuff, and I'm not fully knowledgeable still about all stuff. Where's my... Is it on my SSD? Hold on. Yep. The old project is still. Not shmup Lua, main Lua. Nope. Lower conf. This is what I. Also tiled shoulder. Huh. There's some kind of conf here. I'm missing. After the. Audio data timer system. Let's find print maybe. Print. That's graphics print. Oh, this is not what I want. Isn't there like a note under here? No. This is like other version. Maybe window? Nope, set icon. Nope. Nope. If I were a debug console, where would I be in the documentation? Maybe system? Close the device to. There is a vibrate option. What? Is this or is maybe what I need? Where's a launch org? Löve2D launch arguments. This is probably not what I want. Do a cheat sheet. Load out the draw, blah blah blah, I don't care. This is build stuff. Doesn't help and not much of a cheat sheet. Would it be, hold on, It's at Löve2D, right? Löve2D. Debug. Alright, hold on. Is there a help? Nope. Nope. Oh. No game. Quacky. Cool. It was not debug. Nope, it was not the debug. I'm launching in debug, so that is not the problem. Yes. Yeah, but that is still not opening. What's this conf? Löve2D conf. Config files? Auto check console, boolean, Windows only, so there should be a console. So, am I missing something? If Conflow is present in your game folder or Love project, it is run before the Löve modules are loaded. You can use this file to override the loveconf function. Create a kind of Löve boot script, use a loveconf function, you can set some configuration, change things. So hold on. Because I have a conf.law. So let's go here and get rid of this. So this. Just do me a normal run. I'm still not seeing a debug window, but the size is different, right? I'm not tripping. So if I set this to like 200. Yep. So this is working. Why do I not have a console then? Do I need to move you like down here? Do you need to be like the last one? No, what the fuck? What? Okay, quick check. Oh! Wait. I did see numbers here, but I think that is from this run. I want to have... I'm not sure if I can attach this debug window somewhere. Output. Something Sumeco. Nope. Doesn't look like it shows up in the VS Code debug console either. I guess you can call Löve2D, it looks like. Let's see if I modify my launcher inside VS Code to be Löve2D. I think that is it, right? Because this is the command that it is running. Oh! Oh! Values! Look at this. So like print high. Look at it. We have console finally. Not the console I wanted, but it will work. We will make it work. Honestly, this might be even just straight up better. Because then I don't have to look at another command window. It just shits everything here. Just vomits the output. So it was hold on, let's just restart. Come on. What? Yeah, these are the same values. So I guess I somehow seeded even more my... That is weird. Like, why would it be the same every time it launches? That doesn't make sense to me. It very much doesn't make sense to me. And I'm not seeding it anywhere. So let's check you. No, not you. What is this stupid window here? And I cannot see my last file because of that is mossy. Main. Don't look at this. This is nothing else but a Pico 8 project, basically tied into Löve. It's like a first Löve project. Bullet sprites, load high score. Set audio. I have no clue what this is. This is all my audio friend. Before you close your mind. Speaking of which, he's an amazing musician. Before you close your mind. Audio engineer. He's just a cool guy. Set title. So why are you seeded? We can copy these, but I'm pretty sure those are the same two I use. 753. Yep. Okay, there's a thread. This is not helpful. I mean, what the random seed is still like. Why is it not fetching a seed by itself? Why do I need to hard seed it? It's such a weird choice. Like something has gone wrong, and this is why. But I'm not sure. Like I'm not seeing anything anywhere. There we go. Okay, now it is finally random. Cool. So now I want to add particles when the player is moving. I guess the best way is to say that if player dot I think the direction is the best call for this. Direction is not equals to const dot direction dot none. So basically we are moving. Then for 110 do get this. Get this. I think there's a better thing to say. I think there is like a range or something you can do. Or is it Python? That might be Python. Oh yeah, this is not set, but it is layer.x. This is the ugly way. We will play this with this later. Oh, and we need to times it by 8. Oops. Also, let me do local port. And I guess the 10.8 one can stay in one line. I don't care about the 10.8 one. There you go. So now I can see better. Oh, it's not 8, it is the tile size, so it is const tile grid size. Yep. Is it Shift F5? Control Shift F5. Cool. So many red dots. So now what we need is... I need to modify this. Can mod random take an array? And choose something out from that array? Min-max. Okay, not. Oh, that would be so handy. But I guess I can say -1, 1. No, I actually want -1. -1. So I guess we will need a new util for this probably. Function helpers random element from collection and local collection length equals collection. I hope this exists in Löve. Might need to say it. Collection size. But we can see Löve size of collection. Is that only a pick rate thing? No, it is not a pick rate only thing. Cool. Cool. It is a Löve thing. And now, hold on, what was the random saying? It is math random pseudo random integer between the first element and second element, both inclusive. So for a random element grabber, then I should be able to say local fetch index equals mod.random 1 collection length return collection fetch index. Right? I'm fetching how long my collection is, and I'm generating a random number from 1 to the length of the collection, and I'm fetching the item. This should work. Yeah. So now I go back to here, and the only thing I wanted from this is helpers dot what was it? What did I call it? Random element from. Is helpers not in this one yet? Oh, it is not here. Helpers equals require source. Helpers dot random from collection 1 minus 1. There might be a better way to do this, I just don't care. So basically I'm fetching a random number and multiplying it by either 1 or -1. So it's like moving in for like all 8 directions. Yep. Now we just need to set lifetime. No, we need to check lifetime, so add particle when player moves. Particle update if particle with lifetime less equals 0, then table delete, remove. Particle collection. This might mess up the order. We will have to see that. I'm not sure if I need to like iterate backwards, which is probably the better way, honestly. Let's do that instead in a moment. Brain fart. Particle. Wow, that was a brain fart moment. Holy. Oh, add start. Add start in. Okay, different. Remove number expected good or table. Oh. Oh, What if I want to remove a specific element? Can I not do that? Lower table, remove object by value. It's key, I guess, but that's not exactly what I want. Toolbox. Insert, remove, pack, unpack, conquer, sort, move. Ah, so I cannot do it this way. So this is also a pico-8 only thing, it looks like. Adds. Ba-ba-bam. How you doing, adblock users? Hope you have your uBlock up to date. I need to iterate backwards, basically. But this might be a thing to make a helper about. Because sometimes I just want to yeet a specific element out. So I need to look into how to write documentation like this. I want this documentation to be writable by me, honestly. So I can look at like certain functions. So yeah, add people. We figured out that I will have to use a for cycle because pico-8 can do a thing called... The pico-8 basically can remove an element from the table by just passing the element to the remove function. It is renamed slightly, so it is a custom thingamajig inside pico-8. So what we will do is a bit different. for a equals 1, not 1, but particle collection length 1, the step is -1, local particle equals particle collection. Right, this is ugly. Let's make it nicer. This is weird. I want this in one. And we call particle dot particle. This is the update, so update. If particle dot lifetime smaller equals 0, then table dot remove particle collection and I, because we need the index for this. List position, yep. But if I don't give a position, returning the value of the removed element. Okay, so it returns the value at least. We have particles that disappear. Nice. So instead of passing 8 as a color, what I want is helpers. So we'll do helpers dot random element from collection. And what are the brown colors? Hold on, pick 8 colors. Help me. Plus. Nerdy. Oh, that image also would help me. Palette. I want 4, maybe 5. This is going differently. So I want 4, 5. 4, 5. And I want 132, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is also 4. It's like 16, 18, and 20. It is 16, 18, 20. Because I have my colors continuously indexed. So because of this, they will have to pass 16. I could pass the names, but I'm not that used to the names yet. So let's see. Okay, slight modification. I want this at the size at the basically the foot of the player, which is the position of the player plus yet again the const player grid size. And this x will be this plus math random 0, 16. Just like at your feet, but throughout the player sprite. Wing. Also, the particles are above the player. We want it not that way. I want it not that way. Nope. Oh, I lost the resizable. Hold on. Into the configure. Pay dot window dot resizable. Bloop. Bloop. Wee. So now we have little dirt particles. Are they nice? Not as of now, but they are particles. Now we will probably need to tinker with the one with the shape of, with like the speed, so like how the particles are ejected. They probably need to conform into like some kind of movement direction related thing. Sun Wukongri, welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? Hope Monday was treating you nicely. And welcome into me trying to learn Löve2D. Oh. Me not finding buttons in OBS. So we have a direction table. Thing is, that direction table holds the exact opposite directions that we want to use, because this is pointing to the next tile ahead of us based on movement. If writing Python is similar, honestly, yeah, it is kind of similar to Python. They're both scripting stuff. Like you don't have the indentation code separation that Python does. That is very a Python thing. But otherwise, I think it is kind of similar, yeah. It is Lua with Löve2D, basically. I moved from Pico 8, a small little fantasy console, which basically uses an extended Lua, into actual Lua. Now, because I want to go to Playdate. What are you writing in Python? Are you making games in Python? No, I don't want this. I need to figure out this direction stuff. This. You like to feed the fruits of 80 hours of hard work? You cannot send links sadly in the chat. But if you want, you can join a server and share it there in game dev, like somewhere adjacent. How do I do this? Because if I'm moving down, I usually want my particles to go up. If I'm moving up, I want them down. Can I somehow... I guess we can make a reverse of this. So you are 2 and you are 1 and you are 4 and you are 3. This is 0. This is not exactly what I need. Because they won't move sideways now. Punk on steroids. Attach screenshots to your game, anyway. We can quickly look into it. It's like an item thingamajig. Is it up down? Okay. Oh, that is very loud, by the way. Okay. Oh, that is the debug. We can check this out later. Looks like a Pong. You should probably add a better description to your game and some screenshots. It's like way more easier to discover by other people. Let me say this. Where are my notes? Where are my notes? There we go. And I'm putting it onto the playlist. And one day we might just play it on stream. Addicted to improving the game. That is a nice thing, to be addicted to improving your game. But it will be much more discoverable to other people. And it is not, I don't think it is that much work, like just simple descriptions and such. You don't need to like make a very fancy page to do that. But yeah, is it Pygame? I forgot to check if it is Pygame. But you can probably answer that. But I just like using some kind of other stuff. Pygame, heck yeah. I want to check out Pygame at some point. One day in the future. Because Python is cool. Python do be cool. I worked with it for a long time. Back in the past. The problem is... that this can return 0, and if I multiply with that, the item, or like the particle, will just not move. So what we can do instead of this is layer dot. No, it is fonts dot direction table. Oh no, because I would still need to convert between the two. Fuck me. I don't need conf. I don't need time map. I guess I would need the direction table, but opposite, not this, like reverse direction. The problem is this still doesn't fully resolve. what I wanted. So this is minus here, and you're the plus, and you're the minus, and the 0 is the same. Thank you for the follow. We have anonymous follows, but feel free to jump into chat if you want. Or otherwise enjoy your lurk. Or if it was you, Wukong, then thank you for it. So conj dot reverse direction table player dot direction. Creator 0 or math dot random. I think this is somewhat the best solution with what we have. It is very ugly, but then I don't need to do some difficult, not difficult calculation, but some like weird calculation conversion. Oh yeah, and I need to index the 1 here because this is x value. So if the direction table says 0, then we just want to wiggle our particles a bit. The main movement should be based on the movement itself. Otherwise, just wiggle it a bit. And just do the same for the y speed value. But with 2 instead. So I think this will result in what we want. Oh, perform arithmetic on a boolean value. Ooh, I messed something up. Pedals you can purchase with special abilities. You can change the spin of the ball, like spin in table tennis. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it is on the list. We will try it at some point. I have like a little to play list. That we usually do. Main law 51. Is this your problem? Why is this a problem for you? Oh, this should be equals, by the way. Oh no, it is correct. It is either greater or 0, or it should be a math random. I would play it more if it was like a gaming day, because we do hold like indie gaming days from time to time. This part of the YouTube channel and like everything that I do. It is just today I'm coding and I'm trying to mix something. I messed something up here, by the way. And I'm still not saying what. Because this is just a simple... Choose a check if A is a 0. I can get rid of this, but why is it not? Do I need like the box ternary here for some reason? So left right is working correctly. Up is also working correctly, but down for some reason still move the particles downward. It should not be happening. Did I mess up something here? Oh yeah, I'm missing the -1 from here. Yep. So now what I want is to let them go sideways as well, and that is what I wanted to do here. So is this like local vertical direction X. Vertical Y is the second. So vertical direction X greater than 0, and do I need the full ternary or mod random? This is what I want to check here, because this is just that. Y 0 and Y. We don't need ternaries in our language. Of course you don't. Okay, it is working. It's not working on this direction because I want them to move upwards. So this is actually a minus. It can handle that. It can handle that, okay. And you need to be this times. Oh, I need my helpers here. Oh fuck me, this is long. Helpers dot random in element -1 because if they're moving sideways here, I want them to be able to move both to the left and right. But if I'm moving this way, so like horizontally, I want the particles to only move upwards. That is the difference here. And we need to change some colors because I don't like how brown this is. We're coming back here and I want 131 in this. So I guess we are changing what is it, 16 to 19. So this is not 16. This is 19. It includes that dark green. One of the blues is still browns is still very dark. I don't like that either. I guess you can include, what is this? Like 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 7. So instead of probably 18, honestly. What is up? That is somewhat better. Now at least color the somewhat the ground beneath. What I would like to have is maybe little footsteps. That would be also great to have here, which live longer. So what we are gonna do in the code is we're gonna go call dust. We're gonna call one odd footprints, and that is almost the same. We're gripping it this, and this is still inside if we are moving, but these don't need any, oh, wrong button. These don't need any movement, and they're gonna live for like half a second maybe, and we'll only use 20, not 27, that was 19, I think is the dark green color. So you're not random on the X position. One is gonna go to like 4, and the other is gonna go, because we're gonna need 2. I need to move this, by the way, out from here. It is getting messy. I just like playing with particles for now. It is a new thing in our code base. So let's enjoy it. And you are not +4, but 4 from the other side, so that is +12, because 16 is the player sprite. And table, insert, particle collection, part 1, part 2. Oh, I left my browser up. Okay. This is something. You can see we have little footsteppies. I want to offset one of them on the Y level. And they are too deep. So like -4. You're like -2. So they're like a little bit offset. You see? They're living a tad longer than what I want. But that should be okay. So one last thing I wanted to handle, but I will move all this to like temporarily to function. Handle layer particles. I'm gonna yeet you to like the end of the file for now. You will need a much better code for this because it is not pretty. Not pretty at all, and it still doesn't do exactly what I want. Handle player particles. So nothing should change. Yep. And the last thing I wanted is picking mushrooms and picking them up. So let's try to do a very basic quote-unquote colliding, which is we don't technically need it at all. because both of our players and mushrooms are tile based, so they cannot be on non-tile positions. So we are removing this and replacing it with I equals G mushroom collection and the length of it going to 1 with steps of -1. Local mush equals p dot mushroom collection I mush dot update, and what we want to do is if player.x equals mush.x and player.y equals mush.y, then brain fart table dot remove g dot mushroom. I'm getting tired and I feel it because of all these heavy brain fart moments. Probably that is all we need. Bloop. No, it isn't actually working. The mushroom is still there. Am I placing my mushrooms on pixel coordinates? I'm not, or I should not be doing that. Where is my map? My map? Preprocess. Mush handler, new XY. No, I'm placing them on tile coordinates. Oh no, I'm not actually. Oh, that. Yeah. I am placing them on tile coordinates. From 0 to 1. Oh. Now let's get rid of all these prints here. And then we can do some debugging. We can try how debugging works here. So I can move to here by hand. And now we can try this. Do I need player.x? Löve2D debug console evaluate. Oops. Simply highlight the expression, right click and then select. That is a watch, which is not exactly what I want. But we can do player.x, player.y, g.mushroom collection 1.x. Not sure if this will work, we will see. This is not what I want. I want to actually evaluate expressions in the debug console. Yeah, this is not fetching what I want. Are you doing it if I do the release one? So they're not actually attached for some reason. Oh. No, release. This is a release. So yeah, the watch is not doing anything. Watch it out. That is uncommon. Just want to look at the value. I could print, but that is not helping not helping us much. I didn't really. There you go. Yet again, not on this guy, and I'm not sure why. Because you haven't tinkered the launch file since then. It's very weird when it wants and doesn't want to connect. Yeah, these are not those. This is where it should print stuff. Okay, it is working, but something here is not working. Oh, this is called the mushrooms. Fuck you, love. This is the one thing I hate about Lua. My array name was wrong. And Lua is like, I don't care. That's your problem, not mine. So it is actually working. Oh, Lua. Lua, you bitch. I'm not sure if I can grab any other... Oh, I can grab this Moshi. You can grab this one. But the other two I don't think are reachable. They just randomly place them on the map. Whee! Okay, for what I want to do next, we will need some tiles, and also we are going over our usual stream time. The Monday and the Wednesdays are shorter streams. They are the 1.5 hour ones. Our weekend one is the only one who is 3 hours. So let me see if we have someone up so we can raid over. like an absolute menace we are. Angie's up making games. Angie's working on a tycoon game, kinda like I don't know, Roller Coaster Tycoon or Zoo Tycoon. And we're gonna say hi to her. How about that? She's our usual raids. That's suspect, not like. What is the word? Someone who is suffering from it. Whatever. She's our usual raid target this time because she's up. So we will say hi to her. You can copy and paste this chat message if you want. And otherwise, thank you for tuning in and see you next time. Bye bye.